Next up is Leah Tapp from HNTB and Michelle O'Neill from MDOT's Bureau of Bridges and Structures to talk about the Ancillary Structures Asset Management Program.
Hello, everybody. My name is Michelle O'Neill. I'm the MDOT Ancillary Structures Program Manager in the Bureau of Bridges and Structures, also known as BOBS. I'm here to talk to you today about the new program for managing assets of ancillary structures at MDOT. A little later on in the presentation, I will introduce to you Leah Tapp. Leah works for HNTB. She's the Deputy Program Manager for the Ancillary Structures contract. We're going to talk to you today about the program in general, the structure of the team, the inspections and status of the inspections, and at the end we'll take some time for questions. The Ancillary Structures program includes the structures that you see listed on your screen. These ancillary structures are critical to the roadway network operations and are significant in size and complexity. Proper management of the assets is essential, ensuring public safety and welfare. As you can see, it includes things like retaining walls and noise barrier walls. Here you can see the list of the quantity of ancillary structure assets in our current inventory. Of course, as we send staff out in the field to do inventory and inspection, the list gets bigger every day. The current estimated value of these assets is over $5 billion. That's billion with a B. In 2020, Bob's staff made a proposal for change. Funding approval for asset inventory and inspections was allocated at $10 million per year. This funding was based on an estimated annual field inspection cost and management of the data files to support the program of over 50,000 assets. Innovative contracting is being used to administer the program. The program manager consultant contract allows the consultant to act as though they are an extension of MDOT. Long term, this is a great opportunity to assess and manage assets throughout the state using one umbrella within the structure preservation section to provide consistent quality data about the assets statewide. There is no one-size-fits-all approach to asset management, particularly with ancillary structures. Each state within the United States has a unique approach to managing their assets. AASHTO and FHWA provide national leadership and guidance to states as they set business practices and asset management principles. Most of the guidance provides generic asset management approaches to states. The Ancillary Structure Program at MDOT is evolving and may change in the future as we continue to develop the program over the next few years. It's critical to have open communication amongst everyone within the department as a key to improving all of our understanding of the program, which is why I'm excited to be speaking about this to you today. Documenting and tracking progress is critical to reach the success, measurements, and for continuous improvement of the program. There are currently 4 states that include additional assets in their transportation asset management plans. And of these 4 states, it varies greatly how many assets are included in their plan. Some states only include traffic signals, signs, and sign supports in their plans, while other states go further and include things like noise walls, retaining walls, and lighting. At MDOT, our goal is to have an all-inclusive asset management plan for all of the ancillary structures, which is why we included all 16 assets. Ancillary structures are critical to the roadway network operations. They provide structural support, are significant in size and complexity, and failure could have immediate, severe, and catastrophic impacts to life and public safety. Over the next several years, MDOT will inventory and inspect the condition of each of the 16 different types of assets. The four main objectives of the Ancillary Structures program are listed on your screen. They were developed in keeping with the mission statement of Bob's. Bob's is devoted to the efficient and innovative design, construction, and active preservation of transportation structure assets. Accurate and consistent information gathered from the field is essential for the success of the program. The program will improve public safety across MDOT's transportation system, create greater efficiencies in the management and performance of the assets, and build trust statewide that the data is consistent and high quality and reliable and very accessible. That is the goal of the Ancillary Structures program. As I indicated previously, the Program Management Consultant Model, or PMC, operates as an extension of MDOT. The services that they perform include data management, coordination and reporting, inspections, inventory and data collection, design standard reviews and updates, and scoping and preliminary engineering assistance, and special inspections or assessments. For example, if a structure is struck by lightning, like a spun concrete pole, we can ask the PMC to perform a special inspection to determine if that structure is safe to remain in service or if it needs repair or removal. That's one example of a special inspection. I'm going to hand it off to Leah Tapp. Leah is the Deputy Program Manager at HNTB. Take it away, Leah.
Thanks, Michelle. As you can see, we have a large consultant team supporting MDOT in delivering this program. The expertise of this team has been an extremely important part of the knowledge and the training and the way this program's come together to be beneficial even in its first phase. We have a team of 8 sub-consultants that are working with HNTB, and they range in expertise from survey to structures to specific structure types. We also have a list of region champions in MDOT, and these are wonderful partners. There's a region champion as well as a deputy, and they're the main point of contact for each region to provide input on the program to Bob's as well as the PMC. They disseminate necessary information through the region, which that might include, reports or work recommendations or addressing concerns or just hearing information and helping resolve challenges. They also provide direction on the use of region resources as well as guidance on traffic and lane closure restrictions for inspectors so that they and motorists out there are safe. Since the crux of the program is the inspection itself, I'm going to walk through how we've set up the inspection procedures for the first 4 assets and talk a little bit about why they're important. For the first 4 asset types and for all assets, there's a priority of inspections. Priority 1 structures are culverts, retaining walls, sign trusses, and sign cantilevers. And this first year, we're focusing on retaining walls and signs in the metro region. The first 20% of culverts statewide will also be inspected this year, and those inspections are ongoing right now. The second set of inspection priorities are priorities 2 and 3, and these are grouped together here on the slide. You can see they include lights and light towers, mast arms, the supports for dynamic message signs, concrete poles, ESS towers, noise walls, and other poles like strain poles, wood poles, and embedded poles. And these will start in June for the next round of inspections. The schedule on the screen shows the current roadmap for the program. The items grouped in yellow are the priority 1, 2, and 3 inspections that are taking place. The top group of yellow activities are priority 1 inspections. And as you can see, they started in early 2021 and they'll be going through 2023. Culverts at a rate of 20% per year statewide will finish in 2025. The second lower group of yellow activities are the inspection of priority 2, 3 assets. And so those will start later this year in June and on a 2-year cycle finish in 2024. Another important part of the program is the development of the Michigan Ancillary Structures Inspection Manual, or MIASIM. It covers routine as well as complex or unique inspections and provides information on the rating criteria used to assess components and elements of each different structure type. It's expected to be published later this year in draft form. This manual will follow existing MIASIM and TAMC and FHWA ancillary structures guidance. This slide showcases the technology that's being deployed in the field on the program. Inspectors will have mobile devices in the field and can use these to pull up different structure information that's available. They can search by structure number or other characteristic to find data that's available from previous inspections or other recent information, as well as any open RFAs or work recs on the structure. If there's an open RFA or work rec, photos are available documenting the issue. This technology has been deployed for the first 4 asset types in the Priority 1 inspections. Understanding and communicating the inspection results is a key part of the program. Inspectors in the field may identify requests for action or work recommendations, which means that there is some concern about the condition or performance of a structure that was inspected. Requests for action, or RFAs, are for conditions where there is a safety concern. For Priority 1, immediate action is required. Inspectors have a list of emergency contacts and will remain on site until the safety issue is addressed. Priority 2 and Priority 3 are not immediate action, but require action to address a safety concern. Priority 2 requires action be taken within a year, and Priority 3 means there should be additional action or some monitoring to prevent a public safety risk from occurring. Work recommendations are used for maintenance-related issues only. There is no safety concern with a work recommendation. It's been a pleasure for Michelle and I to talk to you about the Ancillary Structures program. And at this time, we'd like to welcome any questions or comments that you may have.
I'm not seeing any questions in the chat at this moment, but if you two could stick around and keep your eye on that chat, we'll get them posted if they come in.
Absolutely. Thank you. Will do. Thank you.
Great job, Leah and Michelle, on that presentation. And again, another innovative way that we're really trying to maximize resources and using that program management consultant to get this important work done. So thank you both for that.